Great, so I've just made it into the business park and it's about 8:30, but just noticed that the Peruvian truck is here. They make really good food and they only come once a week, so I'm very happy now. That's the National Instruments building. So you probably noticed it took me about 5 minutes longer to get to work. So I'm arriving around 8:30ish, which means I can't exactly go for an 8:30 start. So in National Instruments you can either start at 8:30 or you can start at 9. If you start at 8:30 you can go home half an hour earlier, but obviously you have to be there at your desk at 8:30. So I'm going to do a 9 o'clock start today. But next is to shower. So in National Instruments we have 3 showers, 2 at the top floor and 1 at the bottom floor. No one knows about the one at the bottom floor, and it's bigger, so I mean it's not a secret anymore, but it's awesome. So yeah, if you bike in or run in, or even if you car share, you get an extra £30 a month because you're environmentally coming into work. That's good for paying your gym fee or whatever it is you want to do. So yeah, so this is the secret shower. It's not really secret, but it's much bigger than the others. It's huge. Anyway, we're entering the office now. We have about 3 or 4 kitchens, so I'm gonna just go get breakfast now. So this is our coffee machine. We get free coffee and hot chocolate, whatever.
I mean, I do chocolate, I don't touch any coffee.
Yeah, Ponta's just got a hot chocolate, but I'm gonna be sad and go for a cold water. Alright, it's about 9 AM, so this is the part of the vlog where I'm supposed to be working, but I can give a quick rundown of my table. It's one of the messiest here. Everyone gets a phone, and because customers sometimes have more complicated problems, we'll talk about it later, but you need to recreate their problem, and so I am not hoarding all this gear. I actually need it for some customers. So this is a PXI chassis, using virtual bench to measure some stuff from a Rio, different customer, and here is a DAC box. And so another customer, he wants to synchronize 3 channels. So I was just making sure I could get his stuff working. I also have my remote control truck. You might have seen that in the intro. That's powered by a Rio. That was just a fun project. And maybe throughout the day I can show you some of my customers. I can't tell you who they are, but I can just give, you know, the rundown of what they are looking for, what we kind of do at NI, and what the internship role kind of involves. So we have at the very start of the internship a 5-week training course, and that's where you get really familiar with LabVIEW and all the different hardware that NI has. And then after that you come upstairs and then you get straight into it, supporting customers. So our customers vary a lot. There's some really cool customers, and our problems vary a lot. So they can be very easy problems, all the way up to quite hard problems. So before I showed you, I had all this equipment here. These are for the harder customers that have asked for problems where you have to recreate the whole system. So they have a system working, and there's a small problem with it or a big problem with it, and you have to, in order to kind of gauge the problem properly, you have to recreate the problem by remaking the whole system. Then they send you their code. You implement the code and see the problem is, and this definitely helps a lot, being able to recreate your code, because we have a lab, have a load of gear in the lab. You can just pull it out anytime, put it together if we have it. And so yeah, I think that's the funnest part of the job. It's one of the funnest parts. And so as an intern, you get to do this as a support role, the different levels of support, or you can also We also go on careers fairs, so get to travel out to any part of the UK, do a careers fair, and we also get a small chance to teach. Grads get even a bigger chance. This year, more interns are getting opportunity to teach courses. So the first 5 weeks, you actually get put into the course, but after that, you can actually end up teaching the same courses. National Instruments provides a lot of courses, different courses for different softwares they have. The common ones, LabVIEW Core 1 and LabVIEW Core 2, to teach you the basics of LabVIEW. But mainly the internship role is support, which is kind of interesting. So we'll get into that now. So one of the more interesting customers I have is using the stack box, and basically he's trying to measure his control system, measure in the rise time. He'll get a graph in like this into LabVIEW, and then he wants to measure the rise time. So we have a preset amount of code that they can actually do this for you, but implementing it, he was having a little bit of trouble. So what I did is I just made an example of how it can work. It wasn't tailored exactly for him, but just an example of how that set of code worked, and then he was able to get it up and running. And then after that, he asked another question about how could I measure the gradient, because he has little errors like this, and just sent him an example of how the gradient code works. And so that's kind of more an interesting custom we have. So one of the coolest things is our office is open plan, so we can basically see each other over our desk. That's really good for collaboration. It's also good if you want to shoot each other with Nerf guns. And it also means you can get help easy. So me and Harith are going downstairs to see some demos.
We're going to do some NIDs demos.
NIDs demos. We don't do this every day. This is a very special thing. We also get pizza. Oh yeah. So here is all the academic stuff for students who want to learn how to use things. For example, here's a lot of different types of motors, and you can explore the different characteristics of these motors in a few lessons and with one board. So Riley's just about to try this demonstration out, and basically you shoot this Nerf gun at this plane here and see if you hit it. But the amazing thing is this is not a touch screen. Each corner has an accelerometer on it, and they actively measure the vibration. And as soon as the bullet hits it, it'll triangulate exactly where it is using the vibration that it makes. And it's actually really accurate, which I'm incredibly impressed with. It's really, really cool. Alrighty, so it's lunchtime. This is our kind of lunch area. Ping pong is the thing I do, but we have a projector here with Wii. They play Smash Bros most of the time here, but no one's playing today. You alright, Chris?
Oh, am I on camera?
Yes, you're on camera.
Oh, no.
So we have 2 microwaves and a load of plates. We have another coffee machine, toaster, water, and obviously some dishes afterwards. So this is the NI office truck, and you probably saw it at the very start of the video, the camera, and it's connected to one of our pieces of hardware. It's called MyRio. And yeah, you can see here it's just got a camera feed, and you can drive it around. So we've just put a note for the other department, which is sales, in the back. Dan's gonna drive it for me, because he's a daredevil. Let's go. Let's see what they think of it. I think we're just going to distract them and get them really annoyed.
I really suggest inserting Mission Impossible music here.
Oh, the wheel's falling off, I think.
Where am I going? Straight?
Turn right, turn right.
Bit of a bumpy ride.
I think the wheel's falling off, bro. Okay, just need to get to that booth. That's the booth on the left.
Oh shit. It's really struggling. Oh. I think we've crashed a few times. This is a realistic.
Okay, there.
It got a kick.
I'm trying to deliver a note here, guys.
Okay, they've realised there's a note inside the bag.
Hey!
Oh, he's
Great.
found the note.
Return.
Okay.
Fall back.
Let's pull back.
Someone pick me up.
Basically, it says, thanks sales make
Cheers.
us rich, apart from Rob, you suck.
I mean, will we see that the wheel we're missing?
No,
it's
Well,
because
a wheel
the
fell off on the way. Signal's gone, so he has
Oh,
he
yeah.
has actually taken it.
Okay, sales has taken over.
Abort. Back to work, guys.
Okay, back to work, pretend you're working. So today, Ann and I bought us pizza for dinner. So we're all having a kind of a fun night in the break room. So the whole AE department playing around, doing stuff. And here's our pizzas. They're all gone already.
I talked to the Norwegian guy yesterday.
Beer.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever done.